Welcome back to the Car Crushers World Championship. Today we are going to be doing rounds 3 and 4s. We got no time to lose, so let's get right into the challenge, or not the challenge, but the races here. We have 5 minutes of free practice as we did last time. Since this is a shorter circuit, isn't it 10 minutes? Hold on, let me switch that up. We got 10 minutes of free practice since this is a shorter circuit. We'll have 5 minutes for our second round today. That'll be the Desert Oasis Grand Prix. We did this last weekend. However, we had some technical difficulties, so we're going to be resetting. And so anyone who was watching last weekend, those races are going to be not counting towards any point totals. They have been reset back to what they were before. Without further ado, let's get started here. We're going to be getting with our 10-minute free practice here. Let me set a 10-minute timer, and we're going to be off to the races in 5. Oh, boy. You know what? Just go, guys. Just go. So we're going to be following here with Dave. He's currently got a pretty all right looking car here. He's got pretty high handling from what we saw in the preview beforehand. Dave's kind of skimming the edges of them as we just saw BMW there crash into the side. It looks like the currently person ahead is Odin right now. He's going about 190 down these turns. He's got pretty good turns. However, he just skimmed the side of that fence there. So that ended up, oh, that was a close one there as well. You got to watch these corners very carefully. You got to take them with great precision. Let's head back over to Sean to see how he's doing. And looks like BMW there is going around 180 around the straights and slowing down to about 160, 155 during the turns. This seems like a pretty all right strategy. I haven't seen too many fails from him yet, besides him hitting a wall once or twice. As long as we don't see what we saw last weekend with the ones that didn't count, he might have learned from that. So that'll be something to watch in the future as well. Let's take a look back here at Dave. He's currently going around the circuit right now. He's been having a rather smooth ride so far. His car is a little bit slower at acceleration, but it has great handling as we're seeing right now. It's handling these turns with great precision and even overdoing it a little bit, which can be bad in some cases, especially if you're skinning the edge. You got to be very careful. But so far, it seems to be working out for him pretty well. Let's head back over to Odin here and see how he's doing. He's going all right. He seems to be doing pretty all right. He had a couple wall hits there, but other than that, no major collisions as of now that are stopping him. And he is going decently fast as well, so that'll probably help as well. That'll be very useful. We haven't seen any collisions between cars yet, so that's good. But it looks like something must have happened to BMW here as he had to reset his car there. So he's starting back up again. We'll get word on from him next time. Once we get to the interviews, we'll get to see exactly what happened there. As we're approaching the 1/4 of the way done this 10-minute free practice, 7 minutes and 45 seconds remain in free practice. There we go. We see BMW going around there at about 170 down those straights. He's about to pass Odin here, overtaking Odin. Will he do it? No. Odin cuts inside and is able to evade the takeover. Let's head back over to Odin, actually, and see how that's going with him. He's trading around those turns at about 180, 190. That's pretty all right speeds, considering they are turns. Got to watch the outside walls there, and almost hits the inside. That was pretty close. Trying to get an early start on the turn so he doesn't end up hitting the wall. Let's head over to Dave here, see how he's doing. He's doing all right. He's approaching BMW now from behind. We'll see if this ends up working out in his favor. Here we go. We're watching him approach. He's getting closer and closer and closer. He might have to cut inside. Sean almost undercuts him, and he crashes into the inside. That, if this was an actual race, I would probably flag BMW there for kind of forcing him to cut inside right into that turn, but this is just free practice, and it's good to learn from those mistakes. So that is all right, but man, what a close one there, as we have about 6.5 minutes left remaining in free practice. So Dave will be learning from that mistake. Remember not to fully stay inside at all times, just to avoid, especially when a car that is really good turning, it can overdo it in some cases, and you end up crashing into the sidewall. Looks like BMW here is going to be testing out a new car as he's respawning with a different car. We'll see if this new car works out better for BMW here. Let's head over to Odin and see how he's doing. Odin seems like he's doing pretty all right, going at about 160, 170 down the turns as he's speeding up. He may have had a little collision or something. Maybe he just slowed down. We're not sure at the moment, but he seems to be so far doing pretty all right. 180 now down the turns, 190 even. So decently fast speeds there from Odin. He's able to sustain these speeds. So that could be very beneficial here as he approaches Dave here. He's able to take over him with rather ease, actually. As we head back over to Dave's screen, let's see how that's going. And it looks like Dave is going around at about 170, about to hit that turn. He's approaching Odin slightly, it looks like. We'll see if he's able to complete this overtake in a sec. I think I see what kind of strategy Odin's here using during these turns. He seems to be cutting them early so that he can get an advanced start on the turns. Dave seems to be staying on the inside, and Sean is mainly hugging the outside wall. So that should be an interesting, all different strategies from the three of them. We'll see if this ends up, which one of the strategies will end up working best. Oh my goodness. And we may have just seen one of the flaws in that strategy of hugging the inside is that if your car overhangs, well, we just saw two problems with hugging the inside, and I don't even know what happened here, but Odin somehow ended up on the outside of the Car Crusher Speedway. I imagine he must have just respawned. So that is rather unfortunate. We got about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I guess we'll talk to him afterwards about what could have possibly happened there. He's now going back down the straight at about 190 or so. This is going pretty all right for the three of them. They've all had mistakes that they got to recover from. Let's head back in on Dave as he's choosing a new car now. Going to be testing out some new material as this one maybe isn't working out in his full-on favor. Looks like he's going to be testing out that car next. Go with about 4 minutes left in free practice. We'll see how that goes. Let's check back in on BMW here, see how he's doing. Looks like he's doing all right. He's going about 200. That's a pretty good speed. Going about 200 down these straights. He's rapidly approaching Odin from behind. That was a close one. He ends up smacking against the wall as he rear ends. He kind of a little bit of a fender there. And he had a little bit of a TC there with the wall. But luckily, he seems to have escaped without a tire missing. So that would not result in a safety car in an actual race. Let's check back in on Dave here as he's getting a new car. He's got a hypercar there. It's a pretty rare type now. We'll see how this goes for him. See if he does any better with the hypercar. Next up, let's take a look at Odin, who appears to be trying a first-person strategy here as he's going around the straights at about 197, 200, 202. He's going rather fast in this one. This is looking pretty good. 3 minutes remain in free practice. 3-minute warning, y'all. Get your last tests in. And oh my, looks like he had a bit of a collision there with the side. Oh. All right. That's definitely a learning experience for him. Let's take a look at what BMW is doing as he's testing out his new car as well. It's going about 190 down the straights. They all have really fast cars that are going 190 plus down these straights at the moment. Let's check back in on Dave to show this. Dave is going about 200, and he had a bit of a collision there with the sidewall, but sustaining his speed, going back to about 170 as he's hugging the inside there. That kind of had a little bit of karma on him there. But overall, it's going pretty well for Dave so far as he's going around about 170, 180 at the moment, slowing down to about 150 on those turns. However, we have seen peaks of over 200 from all of the cars today. Oh my. Yeah, I guess. Okay, wow. Oh, we just saw all three cars there have a minor collision there. Maybe this is just a preview for what we could see in the actual race today. This is going to be something, that's for sure. They all have fast cars, all with pretty decent handling. Let's head back over to BMW here to see how he's doing. He's doing all right. He's had no major issues so far with this car that I am so sorry for jinxing it. Oh my God. Moving on, let's go over to Odin here and see how he's doing now. Odin seems to be doing pretty all right here as he's hugging the main, actually trying to go through the center at the moment. That seems like it's going pretty well for him actually so far as he hasn't had any major collisions in a hot minute here. He's going pretty fast as well. So that's going pretty well as we are nearing the 1 minute warning. Here we go, folks. 1 minute, 15 seconds remain. I'll tell you all when we get down to 30. So you can get your final preps in here. So we're watching Odin there. He's going around those turns, going through the straight now, going slow into back to about 170 here. He's going 180 around the turns. He almost collides there, has a little bit of a minor thing against the inside of the wall, but that's all right. Let's have a look at Dave for these second. See what he's doing. He's going about 190, not 200 now. Down those stretches, 180 through the turns. That's going all right for him, it appears. Slowing down to 160 has a little bit of a scrape against the outside wall. It looks like this car is a little worse handling than his last one, but that is all right here. So we have approached the 30-second warning, guys. 30 seconds remain in free practice. Get your last couple of laps. What the hell happened to Odin? Get your last couple of laps in. Looks like Odin had a little bit of a TC against the wall there, so that's his first collision in a while. So ever since he made, well, what appears to be some sort of improvement to his car or something, seems like he's doing pretty all right. As we remain the final 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, oh my God, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Odin finishing that last lap there, and free practice has ended. So, free practice seemed to go pretty all right for all three of them. They all had mistakes that they could definitely learn from, and they all had pretty good strategies, it appeared like. We'll get questions, and we'll be speaking with all three of them to see what their strategies are and how they're going to handle this tough, well, not, I wouldn't say tough, but rather short-lived circuit here, as these races will go by pretty snappy here. So let's first speak with Odin and get his thoughts on what he thinks, how he thinks he's going to play out this race. Hello, Odin.
Hello.
So, what are your thoughts on how your performance was overall during the free practice?
Well, I mean, I had some pretty successful testing there, a couple hiccups here and there, but honestly, I have a good strategy in mind. As you did see, me cutting the corners a little bit there. I don't think I can do that in the race because that'll be kind of going out of bounds there for the main race, so that won't end up too well for me. But I got a pretty smooth strategy either way, and I think things are going to go smoothly. Hopefully, I will get a win here.
Yeah. Overall, it's good to learn from those little hiccups as well. It's good to have those hiccups so you know how to avoid those mistakes. So
yeah,
that's definitely a learning experience as well. So
definitely.
Good to hear. Any possible maybe hints about what your strategy could be, or are you going to just keep that private?
Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna try and stick in the center a little bit more. Honestly, I think that's that's the main strat. Because if you hug the wall, if you hug the sides, you are at a higher risk of actually colliding with the wall, and that is obviously going to take you out of the race. So the main strat, you would want to kind of ride the wall around the first turn, then then go maybe hug the wall on the straights, then go back into the center around the turns, hug the wall on the straights again. That's your kind of main strat, I think.
Yeah,
in this one.
Seems like a pretty good strategy. Last quick question here: what is your plan to avoid collisions with the other players?
Well, my main plan is, well, I mean, I honestly don't think you can really dodge crashes too much, especially if you're defending a position or anything like that. You're definitely at a higher risk of colliding with people. So it's gonna be tough, but I think I am going to be able to defend a position if I need to, and hopefully that'll bring me to, like I said, first win, or hopefully second, if anything.
All right, great speaking with you. Good luck in the first round of the race here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next up, we're going to be speaking with BMW here. Let's get his thoughts on how he did during free practice. Hello, BMW.
Oh, hello there.
I want to turn the camera back on there, bud. There you go. Okay, so sorry about that profile picture, guys. How do you think your overall performance was during the free practice?
Pretty good.
Do you think there could be any improvements to your performance? Do you
think probably not taking the corners as sharply.
Yeah, that makes sense. I saw you were testing out a few different cars. Which car do you think worked better overall?
I'm in right now.
So yeah, that first one was a little bit of a dud, huh?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
handles great, but cornering, yeah, no.
Yep, that is definitely a fair thing to say. So, what
Plus,
do
I
you
want
think?
that good line acceleration, so that way, if I do have to slow down, I can get out once the safety car is over
Ah, yeah,
quicker.
that definitely, yeah, that makes sense. What do you think your overall plan, if you feel comfortable, what do you think your overall plan is going to be during the race?
Just try not to hit the walls. Keep it near the middle.
Honestly, short and sweet. I like it. Well, dude, good luck during the race, and
Yeah.
we will see you. See if you get that P1 position for the first time in the
Yeah.
championship.
Hopefully.
All right. So let's now take a listen here, and let's hear Dave's opinions on how we think he did during the 10-minute free practice. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Justin.
So, what are your overall thoughts on how your performance played out during the 10-minute free practice?
I could say that could have been a bit better, of course,
Yeah,
but overall, I have learned the flaws and mistakes, I did, and it's great that I did some mistakes, because if not, then I wouldn't realize, what to do and stuff like that. So it's better
yeah,
making mistakes, right? So that you can get know of the mistakes, because if you don't make mistake, then you can't learn from anything.
yeah. Great to learn from your mistakes. I saw you were testing out two cars there during the free practice. Which one do you think performed better?
I mean, both, right? I mean, first, the handling handles well, right?
Yeah.
Except for the acceleration, which it could be a big problem, right?
Yeah, especially in a short race like that short circuit, you definitely need a good head start to be able to keep P1 position in a race like this.
Right. And the second one, it has some good acceleration, but the handling is not that good. So
Yeah.
it will be the both same thing. So
Well,
it's just that I will have to be careful on the turns,
yeah,
That's
of
all.
course. That makes sense. What are your overall thoughts on your overall strategy if you're comfortable sharing?
Um, I would say don't stay too close on the walls, because otherwise you have a higher risk of colliding them.
Yes.
So it will be better to be slow during the turns, and then go all, on the straight, after the turn you just go all.
Yeah, those straightaways. Best thing to do is to go fast on those straightaways and then slow down for those turns, just so you don't have any collisions with the walls or anything.
Because slowing down could actually help with turning.
Yes, it does. Yeah. And yeah, like you were saying earlier, when you're testing out that car that handled a little too well and you're hugging the inside, you saw there was a few times there where you're turning over, did it a little bit, and you ended up skidding against the inside wall there.
Yep.
So yeah, that definitely will be an interesting storyline to watch here during the race. Thank you for speaking with me today, Dave. And we will see you at the end of the race. Hopefully you do well. Good luck, dude.
Thank you.
All right. So, folks, as a reminder, before we begin the race, just a couple things to remind you of. A red flag means that the session has completely halted. All active drivers must pull over until we figure out a solution to the session. A safety car means that drivers must slow down to their speeds of 50 miles an hour until racing resumes, and there will be no overtakes at that time. And a quick reminder of our standings. The round 1-2 standings, Justin, that's me, 100 points in first place. Ace as at 80 points, and BMW is at 60 points. So we'll see if Odin and Dave can get a head start here and try to get their points on the board, see if anyone is going to be able to pass Ace and Justin, as currently me and him will not be competing in today's race. So let's get this race started, guys. So let's do this. If y'all can head over to the main race part now, and start a race as we are about to get started, folks. So here's the reminder of our point system here. P1 gets 30 points, P2 gets 20, P3 gets 10, and P4 gets 2. We will have no P4 today, so just mainly focus on those first 3 pole positions here, P1, P2, and P3. So we'll see who will take P1, P2, and P3. Well, we're about to find out here as they all get ready to begin the race here. So everyone's ready. 5 laps, PvP on. Let's get into this. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. Dave takes a big head start here as we're watching him go around these turns here. He's going pretty quickly around the checkpoints, having no issues so far. His acceleration's pretty all right. Let's check back in on BMW here. BMW is doing pretty well as well. He is closely by, just right behind him there in second. We'll see if he's able to overtake him here. Let's take a look at Odin, who's right behind BMW. This is a very close race between all 3 of them. I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen here as we're watching. Odin now taking second. Odin right behind right behind Dave, and he ends up just narrowly missing as Sean tries to, or as BMW there tries to take Dave's P1 spot and fails. Dave is holding his position really, really well here as we saw a very close encounter between all of them. Let's go check back on BMW, see how he's doing. He is now in third as he fell back after that wall collision. That was unfortunate there. Let's look back at Odin here and see how he's doing. He's doing pretty all right. He's in second right behind Dave, and he overtakes him there, getting first place. Here we go as we enter the last lap, but it's a battle between the 2 right now. Who is going to be able to take first place? Let's find out here. Dave and Odin both battling it out right now as we're approaching the final turns of the last lap here. It looks like this will be Odin's race as he finishes in first. Dave in second, and BMW there finishing third. What a close race that was. Wow. Incredible racing from all 3 of them. That was incredible. So let me pull up the order here. P1 position goes to Odin. P2 position goes to Dave. And P3 goes to BMW. What a close race. Let's show that right here. There is your race 1 order. No safety cars, no red flags, no nothing. What a crazy race. That was really close. Great job from all the racers. Let's speak with them in the same order we did last time, starting with our race winner, Odin. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Starting with the race, and Odin, how do you feel about getting your first P1 position?
That was very unexpected. I almost did not play it correctly. I got a good launch off the start, and then immediately got overtaken by both of the drivers there. And yeah, Dave did a superb job. He led for most of the race, nearly winning that. Last lap though, I did end up undercutting him. Obviously, he didn't put up much of a fight, so I just took that win. Both drivers did an amazing job. Thank you for that. This is amazing.
Yeah, that was a great race between all of them. Yeah, honestly, I got no words. That was basically perfection there. You had a little bit of a slow start. You had a little tiny skid against the wall, I believe, that put you back in P3, but climbed your way, clawed right back into it, and ended up getting that P1 position. Well-deserved, man. Good job.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you.
All right. Let's speak now with our next second place, Dave here. Let's speak with him and see his thoughts on how he did during the race. Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Man, what a close race that was. You nearly got that P1 position. How do you feel your overall performance, especially in those last couple laps? What do you think you could have done better to close off the race?
I think what I could have done better, close off the race is I realized that I really got too outside to the point where like
I was just
got
thinking
so close to the wall to the point where like I have to slow down, which gave Odin a chance, to overtake me. But although these 2 also did a great job, this race is truly one of the unexpected race that I never know was going to happen.
Yeah, that came down really to the very end there. I definitely agree with you that leaving that space right there, because that's probably why staying in the middle is the best strategy for this kind of raceway, is because being too outside allows room for the other ones to cut inside on you. And yeah, that's what leads to those overtakes like that. But man, you played a great race to the very end there, Dave.
Thank you.
Great job. Just one final thing here. What do you think you could do to improve on this 10-lap race?
What I could do is I would try my best to stay in the middle and not get too close on the walls.
Yeah, definitely should work out for you. Good luck in that second race, Dave.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're going to be speaking with BMW here, who also had a very close race, was not too far behind either of them. BMW, how do you think your overall performance was?
Good.
Yeah, honestly, dude, you did pretty well. As you were right up there with them. You were in first place there for a little bit.
Yeah.
You had a minor collision with the wall. What do you, can you explain to me what exactly happened there?
Went to go in front of Dave. My front tire or rear tire, get it out. Went in front. Got lightly hit by him into the wall.
Yeah, that was
So
definitely
basically just a big spin out.
Yeah, luckily you didn't result in a safety car. You were able to keep your composure and even was able to stay behind them. That's pretty good. Pretty good actually that you were able to do that. You did great during this race, man. I think you'll be just fine in that second race. I think you'll might even be able to get a top 2 position here. See how that goes.
Yep.
I mean, wow. Great race. Anything you could do to improve, do you think?
Probably not.
All right, just going to stick with the same strategy.
Yep.
Like the confidence,
Trying to
man.
keep it safe instead of getting in crashes and everything.
Yep. Great advice. Good luck in that second race here. This will be 10 laps, folks. We'll see you on the other side. All right, here we go, guys. So we are about to begin that second race here. Class SPVP on. Looks like they're all getting set here. This should be a good race. Now, we saw how close that first one was. Let's see how close this second race will be. Looks like they're all ready here. All right, guys, let's get right into the show. So, I'm your commentator, Justin. We are about to get in the second round of the Car Crusher Speedway Grand Prix there. Sorry about that. I forgot about it just there for a sec. We are about to begin here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Dave with another nice start here as we're beginning the race. But BMW not too far behind him, and he spins out. And that means BMW has time to take P1 position. And not safety car. No safety car there. Very close, Dave. No safety car. Oh, no. Gee, Dave had a little bit of a bad start, but that allows BMW to take first position really easily there. This is a complete polar opposite situation to what we were seeing last time. Dave was in 1, Odin was in 2, and BMW was in 3rd, but now we're seeing the flip opposite. Let's see how Odin is doing. He's not too far behind BMW there. It's just off by a little bit there, just about a turn behind him. Let's see if he's able to catch up, as we already are on lap 4 out of 10. We have Odin remaining in P2. Dave is a little far behind here in a P3. Wow, okay, he's a full-on lap behind. We might see some lapping, folks. This might not go well for either of the parties here during the lapping. Let's see how that goes. Let's check back in on BMW here, see how he's doing. Still remaining in P1 after 5 laps. This is going really well for BMW, actually. A great race. As we were talking with him before, he said he's going to keep his strategy, but that's working. But Odin is able to overtake him. What a crazy start. But Odin skids against the wall. And BMW is able to overtake Odin right after that. But now we're having a battle between Odin and BMW here for first place as we're approaching the 6th lap, almost on to the 7th now. Here we go, folks. This is going to be a great final 3 laps here. We'll see who ends up coming out on top, as Dave seems to be pretty far behind the two. He actually is, I believe, just now been lapped by both of them. That's rather unfortunate. That's not something we like to see. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It looks like this just isn't Dave's race today, as he had a bit of a collision, but there goes BMW there, as he's also having a bit of a collision. That brings Odin back into P1 again. Holy crap, man. Wow, okay. Oh, shoot. Jesus. Dave had a little bit of a thing there. Oh, wait, what? Oh, man, this is close between all of 3 of them here. Let's head back up to BMW and see how he's doing. He's a little further behind Odin now than he was before. This might mean Odin is able to pull away here for first place at the very end once again. But Odin has a collision. No safety car, and that is and that allows BMW to take first position. Holy crap. And here we go to the very end. BMW gets his first P1 position as Odin takes P2. Wow. That final second to last turn, Odin had a collision and BMW was able to take that right there. And Dave finishes in P3, not too far behind them. He actually kind of caught up there. What a crazy ending. Again. What a close race. Even Dave was able to keep into it there at the very end. Wow, folks, that was incredible. I suppose we'll be speaking first with our winner here. We'll be speaking with Sean here. Wow, what a race. Let me get the race 2 order up here on your screen, folks. Basically, on almost the exact opposite of what we saw first time. Wow, what a race here. So, as to remind you, P1 went to BMW, P2 went to Odin, and P3 went to Dave. Here it is, folks, on your screen right now. What a close race that was to the very end. Let's speak with our race winner, BMW. Hello, BMW.
Hello.
How do you feel about getting your first win?
Good.
Yeah, I mean, you said it in the interview, dude. Just keep to that same strategy, and it definitely worked. How do you feel about being so close, like just having that such a close, being able to close out the race there at the very, very end?
Really good.
Now that the whole Grand Prix is over here, what can you reveal about what you were doing with your strategy?
Just trying to get as quick as I can.
All right, that's a pretty fair strategy. Would you say you were mainly hugging the outside, inside, or trying to stay a middle ground?
I was kind of doing a mix of all three.
Yeah, that's probably honestly a pretty good strategy to use there, and it seems to have worked there. You were able to come back from that P3 position there in the first round and get that P1. Despite all the efforts there, you had a little bit of a collision there towards the end, but still ended up getting P1 after a little mistake from Odin. We'll talk to him about that in a sec, see what happened there. But wow, what a very close race there. What an incredible effort from you, dude.
Oh, yeah. If Odin didn't crash, he would have got P1.
Yeah. That was definitely something. We'll see what happened there, but let's hopefully you'll do have the same fate here in the Desert Oasis Grand Prix. Good luck on that, dude. All right, let's speak with our P2 place, almost P1 again. Let's speak with Odin and see exactly what happened there on that second to last turn. Hello, Odin.
Hello.
So let's start up with the obvious question here. What exactly went wrong there on those last couple turns?
Well, I just took it with way too much speed. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought that I was going a little bit slower than I actually was. Thought I was going around 180, went around 190, ended up crashing into the barrier. Luckily, nothing bad happened. No safety car, none of that. Amazing battling between me and BMW. Well-deserved win there by BMW. First win, obviously, of the season. He's going to get some good points from that. Obviously, I tried my best. Got P2. I'll take it. And we'll go on to the next Grand Prix, the Desert Oasis.
Yeah. Any improvements you think you could add to your overall strategy after that performance?
Honestly, I'm not really sure until we move on to that next Grand Prix. I think my strategy for this race worked very well, and maybe if I just keep up this little streak I have got going with good results, then I might find my place on the championship leaderboard.
All right. I like to hear that. All right. Sounds good, man. Good luck in the Desert Oasis. Speaking of that championship leaderboard, here are the current standings after round 3. BMW has now tied with Justin with 100 points. Ace remains at 80. Odin is at 50. And Dave is at 30. So that is our current leaderboard right now. BMW and Justin are tied for first. Ace is in second. Odin's in third. And, well, Ace is in third, Odin's in fourth, and Dave is in fifth there. What a good race there. Now we are about to head over to the Desert Oasis for only 5 minutes of free practice on this one. This is going to be a slightly different type of race here that we're going to see. So we'll see exactly how that. Oh wait, I just realized I forgot to speak with Dave. Sorry about that, Dave. I'm very sorry. We'll speak with you before we do that. Hello, Dave. Very sorry about almost forgetting you there. Oh my God, I'm terribly sorry about that, man.
That's all
So.
right.
So we know what kind of happened there was on like that second lap. What exactly happened there?
No, it was at the beginning, not the first. I mean, not the
Oh,
second, at the beginning.
so
So
yeah, what went wrong there at the very
I
beginning?
had a huge spin out. I don't even know how that happened, and that definitely caused me to be in P3, which kind of disappointed about. But although I kind of catched up at the end, which I'm kind of proud of myself that I can do that because I do
Yeah,
not want to.
yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, that you're able to come within a lap there to the very end. That was incredible effort by you, man.
Yeah, I thought it was all over, but I still have all wheels, which was incredible.
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, great effort. I think you're gonna do great during the Desert Oasis Grand Prix. And yeah, good luck in that, dude.
Thank you.
All right. So I will be back in about 30 seconds, folks, here for a break. We will be about to begin the Oasis. So yeah, I will be back in about 30 seconds.
And all right, I'm just going to explain a little bit of the characteristics of this race. Well, the Desert Oasis circuit is extremely tight and nimble. And practice hasn't started yet, so return back to the starting point. But like, it's you got to be very you got to hit the brakes perfectly at some points in time, and kind of make sure make sure that you are that you got the turns perfectly. And if you don't get turns perfectly, and I've practiced at this track before, if you don't get these turns perfectly, you are going to end up either outside of the race zone, or you're going to end up crashing into some rocks, which there are plenty of in this track. So definitely everyone the racing definitely wants to watch out for that, and take their turns very carefully around this track. This track has multiple turns, multiple hairpins, and it will be very tricky for a lot of these racers here. So yeah, make sure to line up back up for the practice, and Justin should be back here with us any moment. But yeah, sorry about that. And okay, we will just leave it with Justin here, and hopefully we will be back shortly.
All right, sorry folks. So unfortunately, we're going to have to continue the races tomorrow, due to stupid reasons. But yeah, we'll have to continue the races tomorrow. So we will see you all then, and we will do basically most of the races tomorrow. We'll probably be doing about 3 rounds tomorrow now, since we gotta kind of squeeze those all in. So yeah, we'll finish up that
Not
4th
3
round.
rounds. It's going to be 2.
2.
We were
Sorry,
only
yeah,
do- we were
2
only going to
rounds.
be doing 1 tomorrow, so 4 and 5, and then on June 6th we will be doing the final round.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm gonna be gone that day. I literally just got confirmation of that today.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll be doing 2
June
rounds
20th.
tomorrow. All right. 2 rounds tomorrow, and then our finale will be in about a month on June 20th. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be something to see who is going to take the final position. Yeah. So stay tuned, guys.
Championship. Stay tuned. We will do round 4 and round 5 tomorrow. See you then.
Alrighty.